Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I honestly wouldn't have ever thought that I would do like an unhaul or like series reset video, just because like those aren't the ones I gravitate towards myself, to be honest. But that's what we're doing. Mostly because I feel like if I have to record myself, like if I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna record myself doing this in an effort to, one, be a little bit more transparent, and two, also just to get it done, I feel like I'll actually do it. As opposed to like me telling myself that I'll do it, as I have been for some time now, and then I don't actually do it. So you guys are here for accountability. We're going to be going through, my glasses were filthy, and I couldn't find anything to clean them with until just now, and I think I made it worse when I tried to use my t-shirt, to be honest, because it looked crazy. But what I'm thinking is, I'm going to go to my bookshelves, which are just an absolute disaster at this time, and they've gotten way out of control, and it stresses me out every time I have to go over there to look for a book, because it's like, oh my god, there's just so much in my face. One. Two, there's so many series that I have started that I haven't continued, and that also stresses me out. And then there's also just books over there that I literally, like, I'm looking for something to read and my eyes glaze over. It's like they don't exist. And to me, that means I don't plan on reading that. Not anytime soon, like in the foreseeable future. So I have decided to go over to my bookshelves. I'm going to take everything off that does not need to be there, everything that is unread, and series that have either not been started or I'm in the middle of them, whatever the case is. And we're going to put them to the side. And I'll have some type of like strategy as to how I'm going to sort them, just to make it easier for myself as well. But my plan is, if I pick up a book and I look at it and I have no intentions of reading it within the next 2 months, it is going in the unhaul pile. It is going to be donated. There are some books I would like to see if I can sell on Pango, because they're like nicer ones maybe. As a single mom, I just feel like there are certain things that there's nothing I can do about it. It's going to stress me out. It's going to be something I have to deal with. Why am I adding to those stressors? Why am I willingly adding and sprinkling seasoning stress on it? That literally doesn't make sense. So I've decided that I'm going to go through a massive unhaul, and I'm finally going to take stock of my physical TBR. I was going to count my physical TBR pre-pulling everything and like sorting it, but I don't know if that's a good idea. That might honestly stress me out even more than just like the simple pulling everything off the shelves to see what I'm going to get rid of. That just counting them could send me spiraling. So a part of me is like, do I want to count them, or do I just want to pull and sort and then count once I've unhauled, once I've taken the ones out that I don't plan on reading? We'll see. We shall see, because your girl is scared. She's scared. And please understand that I am in no way, shape, or form saying I regret buying the books. Book shopping to me is a form of self-care, just like reading to me is a form of self-care, for me personally. So when I've gone to the bookstore and I've gotten books, I don't regret that. That's an experience that is relaxing for me. I enjoy that. I do think, though, that if you didn't know, I started my content journey on TikTok. So I was on TikTok, Book Talk, and that is where I started hearing about all of these other books, right? And even before that, I was scrolling Book Talk, but I wasn't falling into the hype quite as much. But trying to create content in the world of TikTok/Book Talk was, I just was easily influenced. I allowed myself to think that I would read some of these books and then I went out and purchased them, when I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read it. Why did I buy it? FOMO. It was pretty much FOMO. It was also kind of the need to be like, I felt like I had to have these books on my shelves, or I had to read them and talk about them, or I had to at least say I was going to read it in order to stay relevant. And that's why I'm no longer on Book Talk, because I just found all of that to be really stressful. For what? It was for nothing, because it's not like I was getting paid. And even if I was, I already have a stressful job. I don't need another one. Did I miss a call? I can't live like this. Like, you don't even know if you missed one until it pops up and says missed. It's really fucking stressful. Just all I'm saying. I can't wait till they work the kinks out. Anyways, so like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to keep adding stress to my life. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to remove stress where I can. And this is a situation where I can remove it. There are books on my shelves that I'm never going to read. And let's say I change my mind, right? And in 6 months, I'm like, wait, I really wanted to read that Lynn Painter book. Libby, the library itself, and Kindle Unlimited. I have options to get my hands on books if I genuinely want to read them, and I don't need to own certain books because I do like to reread. I am a rereader. However, I don't reread every single month. You know what I mean? Like there comes a period where I reread like a bunch of books maybe back to back, or like in the season, like in the fall, I plan to reread certain books. But that's not every single book. Those are like very special books is what I'm trying to say. So like I don't need to own every single thing I've read. And right now there's a lot of excess over there. So like there's a lot of books that I love and I've read them and I can't wait to reread them because that's how much they impacted me. There are some books that are like, it's okay. Like it was fine. Why do I have that? Why do I have books that were like, it was fine. I'm never going to reread it. I've already experienced it and I wasn't that impressed. So like, it's okay if somebody else has it and maybe the next person that picks it up is going to fucking love it. And that's going to be like their holy grail, the Roman Empire, let's say. And then I just have like a lot of books over there that I got them because I thought I was going to read them. And then I'm looking for something to read and my eyes glaze right over them. And it's like they don't exist. So suffice to say, I probably won't be reading those. And again, if I want to, I have those 3 options I mentioned to get my hands on them. So I'm going to be doing this in like spurts. I'm going to be like looking over here and then running over there and like taking stuff and then coming back to double check and then going over there to double check. Like it's going to be back and forth. So I probably won't record all of that. I will see you guys in a little bit once I have all the books sorted and split out and we've decided where the fuck they're going because they can't stay here, but you got to go. You got to go. 309. There's more than 309 books in this apartment. 309 is just the number that I haven't read yet. What? Have I read any of the books in the apartment? I better never come back on this channel and say, I don't know what to read. I ain't got nothing to read. What you mean you ain't got nothing to read? You got 309 options. Go find something. So, all in all, I think we'll be okay. Like I said, a lot of these books I could probably get on Kindle Unlimited. The rest of them I can get from the library if I decide I want to read them. Some of these are overwhelming, like Illuminae. Have you opened it? Have you opened Illuminae? Because it just stressed me out. I was like, I'm not reading that. My eyeballs started crossing. Hell no. Pizza Girl, already read it. Wasn't in love with it. It was a great experience. Probably not a weird girl. I'm probably not a weird girl lit person. So that's got to go to somebody else's home. Assistant to the Villain. Had that for a year. I don't plan on reading it. It sounds like a really funny concept, but I don't plan on reading it. I don't. It is what it is. All those Lynn Painter books, I kept one, but there's 3 of them over there. I'm not reading them. I'm not going to read them. It's okay. I don't need to feel bad about that. And I feel so much better. I really genuinely feel so much better. Now the next thing is going to be listing the ones on Pango that I want to sell. That's going to annoy me so much. But it is what it is. That's what we're going to do. I'm thinking the Lynn Painter ones and the 3 Expanse books, I might try to list them together if I'm allowed to do that. That way, if there's somebody out there that wants them, they can maybe bundle them. I don't know. I have to explore Pango. I'm not sure how it works on there, but that's what we're going to do. And prepare yourselves to be sick of me because you're going to be watching a lot of TBR cleansing videos. Like I'm going to make a series out of this. Easy content idea. I will be clearing out my TBR slowly, but surely, and you will be coming along with me because you subscribe to the channel, which I appreciate so much. I love you for that. But that means that you subscribe to this chaos, which is not really that chaotic. If we're being honest, it's not that chaotic. It's not like I'm sitting here going through every single book on my TBR. No, I would never do that. Anyways, so that's where we're at for today's video. That's where we're gonna cut it off. I know it's kind of like a weird ending, not my usual, but we did what we had to do. I counted the TBR, I let it overwhelm me. I'm now facing it head on. The next video you see will most likely be a reading vlog of something from my TBR, and hopefully we like it. But if not, we DNF and we pick something else up. Keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. The reading is not gonna stress me out. I refuse to let reading stress me out because your girl found out last weekend she can't drink anymore. I had a glass of white wine and it didn't end well. It didn't end well. So all we've got is books. All we have left is the books. As always, thank you so much for watching the video, for participating in my slight craziness that I have going on. I really appreciate the support. And I mean, as always, I will see you guys for the next video, and happy reading.